thinking about. You know, I saw like, and again, I totally understand what you can and maybe can't do. So, but these were kind of things that I liked. I don't know if I could pull that off, but I thought that was super cute.
Are we doing a haircut too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of what haircut you want?
Either like, cause you know, again, these are just growing out from the chemo. I just started this, so when they're shorter, it's from, it's still growing out from chemo. It's bald, so it went, but I like kind of like that length, or.
Do you want me to just kind of like try to get it as even?
Whatever you
shape
think.
It a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how short are you like willing to go?
Whatever you think. What do you think that looks? I mean, like probably like just below the chin.
Let's do that, like right below the chin.
Okay.
And then just like try to blend this out.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you have before?
So she, well, it had grown out, and she tried to put on a gray. We were trying to bring out more the gray, but see how it turned like a brownish yellow.
Yeah.
But see how I have it. That was like October of last year.
Okay.
So this is the regrowth, kind of like here.
Yeah.
But I started growing hair back January 2024.
Okay.
So it's grown a lot, actually.
Yeah, it has. The only thing is this brown, it'll still kind of be in between the gray tone that we do today. That will take time to kind of get out and blend out.
Okay.
And all of that, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, I'll try to get you as light as possible and then lighten up these pieces and then just see what your hair can handle today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this week we have a new client who has some old color that she is growing out, and then she also has her virgin gray root that she wants to just kind of go overall lighter, have something that's going to blend, and then we are also going to be evening out her haircut. The reason why I was started off the consult a little bit more diving into the haircut more so than the color, because I wanted to see what would be possible based off of how much length that she was willing to take off. And since she was willing to take off a good amount of length, it made it a lot easier to see where the color was going to end, because when you're doing shorter hair or even layered hair, you want to make sure that like your tip outs or the pieces on the ends that are going to eventually be lighter after you do the entire blend, you want to make sure that it blends well. So visually, as like for me, I need to see where the shortest piece or like the longest piece is going to lay, and then start visualizing where to place my highlights versus leaving her natural or any dark or depth left behind. So that's why I was kind of thinking during the consultation what that was going to look like based off of how short she was willing to go. And we cut off a bit of length in the back, and I honestly felt like it gave her such a beautiful refresh, because with all the shorter pieces growing in, I felt like it helped speed up everything to get a little bit more evened out. And if you're new here, I normally start in the back and take a mohawk section and then take that all the way up towards the front. So right now I'm working on her money piece. And throughout her entire mohawk section, I'm primarily doing slicing patterns to try and get rid of that old color that she had previously, but also blend it in with her natural gray. I'm using the Danger Jones powder lightener. This has 9+ levels of lift, and I'm just using pretty much just 20 volume for her whole head, because I felt like her hair was going to lift nice and well for me today, and the old color that she has on those mids and ends really aren't too dark, nor are they too warm, so I felt like using the same formula up until the blonde parts. You can see in some areas when I do get across a slice that has some previous highlights on the very end, I am just kind of like leaving those out and just really hitting the darkest part first, because I can always hit the rest later. And I wasn't entirely sure, because I know she said she had some pieces that were growing in from her last like chemo treatment, and so I just wanted to be extra careful just in case her hair was going to be on the little fragile side, because whenever a client goes through any kind of medical procedure that really affects the body. I feel like the hair, it also could affect the hair and the hair color too. So I just wanted to be extra careful with the shorter pieces that were growing in, just making sure that they weren't breakage or anything like that, but just taking a little bit extra precaution whenever I hear a client going through some sort of medical procedure or anything like that within the year of getting their hair color, because in my experience sometimes it does affect the hair color in ways that are generally unexpected. So I was just playing safe measure and just applying the lightener to the darkest parts first, and then I knew I could wet balayage and relighten some of the ends after those parts lightened up. And that way too, it's kind of like seeing how strong her hair was. So right now in this clip, her hair lifted to a pretty much like a really clean level 9 and 10 for me. So I was really excited. We were able to do more of a silver tone. And after doing my signature placement, we did like the tip outs to kind of brighten the ends and get rid of that old color a little bit and just help everything that's going to just blend with her natural gray a little bit more. Also, at this point, I realized her hair was going to be really strong, and it gave me peace of mind knowing that we could lighten some of the rest of the hair, and she got light enough to have a tone that would just really blend well with her natural gray pattern too. So I was very excited to see everything, and just kind of like fast forwarding a little bit, she did come in for a touch-up later on, and everything from this appointment grew out so soft and seamless that she loved it. It looked just like her natural hair, almost as if we didn't color it, honestly guys, which I was really excited about. And yeah, so right now my assistant's going in with the toner. For her toner, I'm using the Danger Jones gloss toners for the shadow root, and we generally will put that on all over behind the hairline first. And for her shadow root formula, we did 5-1 and 6-01 to kind of just give it some of a gray depth. And then after the shadow root, we're going to be placing the Danger Jones artistic toners, and these artistic toners are really my go-to for any type of gray blending situation. And for her lighter tone on the mids and ends, I did a mixture of the silver with their violet blonde. I like to mix the two because sometimes I feel like the silver just needs a little bit more pigment to kind of cancel out some of the yellow. Now, she had that old previous color on the mids and ends, so not every piece of hair is going to be perfectly level 9 and 10, so I just kind of like adding the violet as extra insurance sometimes to kind of cover a bit more warmth with the toner, and it honestly worked like a dream. We did the exact same toner her following appointment, and it just helped blend her gray so perfectly that it looked like it was her natural hair.
Oh, wow.
Feels good.
Oh, so cute.
So much
Gosh, yes. Pretty.
Yay, so now it has some texture.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Great job, Lauren.
Thank you. Let me just blow dry your hair first.
Oh, sure.
There.
Yes, that's
Alrighty guys, so here is the finished look. I absolutely loved it, and so did she. I'm so glad we were able to get her to a length that really connected with those shorter pieces that are growing in. I feel like she looks so much put together now with the cut and of course the color. And I know that this already grew out super soft. She waited about like 5 months before we did her next touch up, and even when she came in, we were really just enhancing because it still looked really great. Unfortunately, I don't have clips or anything of what it looked like when she came in. If I do, I'll definitely post it, but overall, I felt like this looked so amazing, and it honestly just kind of faded out to like a lighter blonde. She was able to maintain the like silvery tone with like purple shampoo at home, but overall everything looked amazing. And now she can probably go and just see me once or twice a year to just really enhance her natural gray so that it doesn't look like she's completely letting it grow out, but still looks very intentional. Alrighty guys, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and as always, I will talk to you guys next week.